Today I'm listening to Morissette sing Never Enough. Keep watching. Hi everybody, it's Christi Bovee with the Voice Love Company. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the little bell below so you don't miss a single video or when I go live. If working on your voice is a goal for 2021, I hope you'll get my free 5 days to a more powerful voice e-course. It's 5 voice lessons sent free to your inbox, and you can get all those details in the description box below. Now let's get started. Well, I had so much fun a couple of weeks ago listening to Daryl Ong and Morissette sing. I had to put her back in the rotation, and something that's been on the request list for quite a while is Never Enough from her Wish Bus performance. So let's not delay this any longer. Let's dig in.
I'm trying to hold my breath.
Wish 1075.
Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream with me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing?
Really interesting to hear Morissette sing down in that isolated chest register. It's very simplistic, it's very controlled, it's very much like the original, the Lauren Allred recording for The Greatest Showman. She's just doing a beautiful job, and it's not a part of her voice that I hear her sing in for long periods of time, so I'm really enjoying the tone quality she's getting here. It's really lovely.
Take my hand. Will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, and it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me.
One thing that Maury does so well is she opens everything up in order to get the sound to come out. We see it across the board in singers on this channel who are considered master singers. Floriansen, Dimash Kudabergen, all of these singers have this very relaxed jaw, very open throat, their tongue is forward, and the chin's lifted maybe just a little bit, so that it can allow the sound to come out. It's part of how contemporary singing works. So you've got to get that sensibility in your body, that way of being, so that you can relax and just let the sound sigh out. That is something that Maury does so well, and she's just so fantastic. She's such a great vocalist with so much heart, so much passion, and she has such a light, doesn't she, when she sings? She really does.
Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me. All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands can hold the world, and it'll never be enough, never be enough for me.
Wow, she's just such a powerhouse. I think that's why it was so interesting to hear the contrast from the beginning of the song, where she's just so demure and so controlled down in that isolated chest. Now she's just gorgeously in her mix belt right here. And you can continue to see her incredible technique. The relaxed jaw, the open mouth, the tongue is forward. It's just fascinating, isn't it? How these are the things that help these singers sing so well and so consistently. I love too how Maury's making the song her own. This is a very defined performance, isn't it? We think immediately of Lauren Allred and her performance of this piece of music. It's iconic. It's very notable. It's a difficult song to sing anyway, but then to make it your own, I really feel like Morissette is doing a really good job here of doing just that.
Wishclusive on Wish 107.5.
Ooh, I loved that ending. Okay, let's deconstruct this one just a little bit more. So I have students who bring this song to me all the time, and this is a very difficult song to sing. Morissette, of course, as always, makes it look easy.
I'm trying to hold my breath.
Wish 107.5.
Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream with me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing?
I really feel like this needs to be performed with a lot of weightiness to the lyric. That's the way it was originally performed, but I think also just the lyrics themselves call for it. To really lean into them, to chew them, to really prioritize the diction. That really is necessary in this beginning part of the song.
Take my hand. Will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you.
So you'll notice that she is right up on the microphone, and the microphone loves it when we chew into the lyric a little bit. It really likes it when we smile, and it likes it when we bring forward the diction a little bit. Now it's a dance, so you have to be careful not to cause the mic to pop with your consonants and that kind of thing. But if you can very gently massage the lyric to have that kind of, it's like you're caressing it. That's the best word I can use. That is what Morissette is doing here, and it's something to emulate.
All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough.
I really love in this section how Morissette is navigating her mix register. She goes from being more in the chesty mix to more of the heady mix. And it is just so beautiful how she's able to bounce back and forth between them. So I want to listen to this section one more time because what she's doing here is so brilliant. And for those of you who are learning to sing Never Enough, it's really a good note to take out of Morissette's book because she is navigating this section so brilliantly. She's not over singing it. She's allowing her voice to just gently go from that mixy, chesty mix into a very heady mix. And I think it's worth listening to again.
All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough.
Then in this next section, she puts a little more breath pressure into it and sings into it just a little more forcefully.
Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, and it'll never be enough. Never be enough for me.
I also want you to take note of the fact that she is singing this song seated. This is a difficult song. It's a hard song to sing when you're standing. So the fact that she's able to maintain her breath support and her vocal control in the midst of just looking beautiful, and she's obviously performing for people who are standing all around this bus. She's actually on a bus. For those of you who don't understand what the Wish bus is, it is an actual bus. And so she's singing from a seated position and just doing this so beautifully while keeping this very round, open mouth. Watch that on this section here.
Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me.
So let's stop right here. Do you notice the fact that her mouth is open, her jaw is relaxed, she's smiling into it, which lifts the palate, okay? And where is her tongue? It is forward. You can actually see it resting just a little bit above the bottom teeth. The chin is up just ever so slightly, and she's in this relaxed position to just let that sound go. Now, she's also modifying that E vowel. She's not saying for me, for me, for me. She's rounding it out, because if it gets too far this direction, everything gets very clenchy and pinchy in the larynx. We don't want clenchy and pinchy, okay? We don't want that at all. That's going to be too hard to maintain. But I do want to take a quick turnaround, go back just a little bit, and we'll come back in and listen to her enter this second chorus with a very Morissette way of vocalizing.
For me, for me. All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands can hold the world, and it'll never be enough, never be enough for me.
There's so much there that she does so beautifully. The little growls that she has in her voice in places. She just has so much style, and she's making it her own while keeping this very open, very, very relaxed placement as she is performing. She is just such a relaxed singer. I've said it before, and I will say it again, because supposedly, I think you guys have told me she's had no formal training, which is absolutely incredible to me. She is just so naturally gifted with the ability to just relax and sang. She doesn't sing, she sangs. She really does.
Never, 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 never for me, for me.
The camera work in this video is so fantastic because it's up close. You can really see how she is forming the sound. And I especially want you to pay attention to how she is making these never enoughs happen, because that is often a real problem area for young singers who are trying to sing this song. Instead of keeping it very open, never enough, it's very much like never enough, no. They're reaching for it like they're pulling up over a pull-up bar, singing it, pinching it from the larynx. You can see perfectly Morissette's attack on this particular section. And I really want you to try this at home right now as you're watching it. See, can you sing like Morissette?
Wishclusive.
Well, that's it for me today. Like if you liked it, subscribe, and don't forget to share with someone you know loves Morissette. You can ask me any question about your voice in the comments down below, on my blog at voicelive.co, on Instagram at The Voice Live Company, and now on wiseo.com. Get all those details in the description box below. Well, there's so many incredible teaching moments in this video. I'm definitely going to be using this one in my studio with students who want to sing Never Enough. I hope you learned something today. Keep finding your voice. Keep making your sound in the world today. The world is waiting for what you and only you bring. And remember, you are loved. Bye, guys.